There's something quietly magnetic about introverted empaths. Their attraction isn't loud or boisterous, but instead, it's felt in subtle, calm, and powerful ways. It's a type of energy that stays with you long after you've left their presence. You can't quite explain it, but you just know that you want more of that grounding energy. Today I'm sharing with you 8 things that make introverted empaths so naturally attractive. So get comfy and get cozy, and let's jump right in. One of the most compelling things about introverted empaths is the way they truly show up for others. When you're with them, you get the sense that their mind and heart aren't elsewhere, they're right there with you. They lean in, they notice, they listen with their whole being. In a world where so many conversations feel rushed or distracted, their ability to be fully present makes people feel incredibly valued. Imagine sharing something vulnerable and having someone not only hear your words, but also sense the feelings underneath them. That's a gift introverted empaths give. Introverted empaths have a way of softening the energy in any space they enter. They carry themselves with a quiet steadiness that puts people at ease, almost like an exhale after a long day. Their calm doesn't mean they're without any emotion, but rather that they're grounded in themselves in a way that feels soothing to others. If you've ever been around someone whose presence feels like a warm blanket or a deep breath, that's a calming energy of an empath. People crave this in a world that often feels chaotic and loud. Without even trying, introverted empaths become a safe space for others, and that sense of peace is magnetic. Being deeply heard is something most people rarely experience, and it's one of the things that make introverted empaths so attractive. They don't just listen to reply, they listen to understand. They notice the pauses in your speech, the emotion in your tone, and even the silence between your words. When someone feels genuinely listened to, they feel respected, validated, and understood. That experience creates a sense of intimacy that's hard to forget. Many people leave conversations with introverted empaths feeling lighter simply because they were given the gift of being heard in such a rare and meaningful way. Introverted empaths are refreshingly real. They don't feel the need to wear masks or put on a performance for others. While they may not always share everything they're thinking or feeling, what they do share is honest and true. People can sense that authenticity. It radiates from them in the way they speak, the choices they make, and the energy they carry. In a culture where so many interactions feel surface level or filtered, authenticity is incredibly attractive. It makes others feel safe to drop their own walls and be more real too. With introverted empaths, what you see is what you get, and that kind of honesty is deeply magnetic. One of the strongest qualities introverted empaths carry is their emotional awareness. They can read a room almost instantly, sensing when something feels off or when someone is holding back their true feelings. This kind of sensitivity creates a natural sense of safety because people know they don't have to explain every little detail. An empath will pick up on the unspoken. That level of understanding builds trust and closeness, which makes relationships with them feel deeper and more meaningful. Emotional intelligence also helps them navigate conversations with empathy and grace, which is something people instinctively feel drawn to. It's not just attractive, it's a rare and beautiful gift. Because introverted empaths are more reserved about their inner world, they often carry an air of mystery. They don't reveal everything at once, and that naturally leaves people wanting to know more. It's not that they're withholding or playing games. It's simply that their layers unfold slowly, like the pages of a book you can't stop reading. That sense of depth, of there always being something more to discover, is incredibly intriguing. In a world where so many people overshare or rush to be understood, the quiet mystery of an introverted empath becomes all the more alluring. It sparks curiosity and makes people lean in, wanting to discover who they truly are. Introverted empaths are deeply compassionate souls. They feel with others, not just for them, and that creates a natural warmth in how they interact. Their kindness isn't forced or performative, it's part of who they are. They want people to feel safe, cared for, and supported, and it shows in the little things they do. Whether it's offering a gentle word, a thoughtful gesture, or simply holding space for someone, their compassion shines through. This kind of kindness is magnetic because it comes without strings attached. People are deeply attracted to the purity and authenticity of their compassion because it reminds them that goodness still exists in an often hard and relentless world. One of the most underestimated but deeply attracted traits of an introverted empath is their quiet strength. While they may appear gentle and sensitive, their ability to move through life with such awareness and resilience is powerful. They have endured experiences that could have hardened them, yet they continue to live with softness and empathy. That balance of sensitivity and strength is magnetic. It shows others that they can trust and rely on them. Their strength doesn't shout, it whispers in steady ways, in the way they hold their boundaries, the wisdom they carry, and the calm they bring into difficult situations. Their inner resilience is one of the most attractive things about them, even if they always don't recognize it in themselves. So while introverted empaths may not fit the traditional idea of charm, their attractiveness comes from something much deeper. It's their presence, their energy, their compassion, and their strength that draws people in. They don't need to perform or prove their worth or who they are. Their quiet magnetism speaks louder than words ever could. All right, my friends, that's all for today's episode of Quiet Minds. Thank you so much for listening, and if this episode resonated with you, please let me know in the comments and share it with someone who might need to hear it too. Until next time, always stay true to who you are.